So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Product Demo Day. I am Fidola King, and I will be your moderator for today. Right. So it is nice to meet you all. So before we start, I would like everyone to introduce themselves in the chat section. Right. If you are new, just comment your location, your name, and the bootcamp you are interested in. And if you are a student or if you are presenting today, just comment your name, your location, and the cohort you are in, your cohort and your bootcamp. Let's quickly do that. Let's meet ourselves. Fejesu UK, PMBA 16.0. I can see Oruba in London. They just joined the project management business analysis. I can see Raquel, PMBA cohort 16.0 UK. I can see Ajibola, I am new, UK 17. I can see Folake from Manchester, data analytics. So we have over 33 people on this call. So let us introduce ourselves. Let us introduce ourselves because we are going to be chatting with each other. So let us introduce ourselves. Okay, I can see Abisola from Swansea, UK, PMBA 17.0. I can see Amandi from Lagos, PMBA 16.0. I can see Dimeji, PMBA 16.0. I can see Oluchuku, PMBA 16.0. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice to meet you all. Welcome to Product Demo once again. Welcome to Product Demo. So if you haven't introduced yourself, just go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat section while we continue. So before we move on to the agenda of the day, I would like to quickly do a brief introduction of RKY to introduce today's host to you. So today's host is RKY Careers, and RKY Careers is a member of the RKY group. Before I continue, can you guys hear me clearly? Can everyone hear me? You can just unmute. I don't think I can see your emojis. Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay, thank you so much, Mary, for the confirmation. Thank you, Apasi. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so the host of today is RKY Careers, and RKY Careers is a member of the RKY group, right? And the RKY group is a multi-award winning group of companies. It consists of 6 different companies. We have RKY Careers, which is an edtech platform that provides individuals with the latest skills in data analysis, business analysis, project management. We have Apply Body, which is a done-for-you job application portal, right? Because you know that searching for job and looking for a job is a job in itself. So Apply Body kind of takes away that stress and apply for a job for you. And all you have to do is just turn up on your interview, prepare for your interview, so you don't have to go ahead and start looking for jobs to apply. So Apply Body does that for you. We have the Limitless and Thriving podcast, where the CEO of our KY Group shares our updates, our insights on career development, personal development for everyone. So if you are interested in professional development, career development, Limitless and Thriving podcast is for you. We have the Limitless Without Borders, right, which is a networking event for every single immigrant professional, for every single underrepresented community, for every single person that is on this call, right? So Limitless Without Borders was created because of to give rooms to ethnic minorities, right? So there is this saying that if others are not going to invite you to their table, you should build your own table, right? So Limitless Without Borders is that table for every single person on this call. Then we also have the RKY Business Hub, which provides resources, mentorship, and networking for immigrant professionals. It is a business hub for business-minded people, for founders, for CEO, for entrepreneurs. So if you have a business idea in mind, or if you don't even know if you can do business with your type of visa or all that, so RKY Business Hub is that group where you are going to get everything you need to start your business. We also have the RKY Digital Solutions, where we offer mobile app services and website development, IT training, and project consulting. So that is just a little bit of information about the RKY group. Now about how KY careers, I'm sure that you all here have gone to job interviews. I've gone to job interviews. You've applied for job, and every time you hear them saying that, oh, we need, oh, your experience is fantastic, your experience is good, but we need someone with local experience. We need someone with UK work experience. We need someone that understand the terrain. We need someone that understand the UK market, right? And most of you here, when you migrated probably back home, you were bank managers, you were, marketing managers, you had a whole lot of experience. But when you got to the UK, you realize that your experience somehow does not matter because you do not have UK work experience, right? So RKY Careers was created to be that bridge, right? To be that bridge between immigrant professionals, between minority professional. So RKY Careers gives you the skills, gives you the UK work experience, so that when you are applying for jobs, that excuse of, oh, we need someone with UK work experience will no longer be there, right? And because of this passionate driven passion, because of this passion, RKY has over 2,500 success stories, right? All our students, everyone that comes to RKY careers always have a success story, right? They always have a success story because we are dedicated and we are passionate about our students, right? And because of this, we have also been recognized. We have also been recognized in 2022. We were given the top 25 changing the face of education. In 2023, we got the best professional services solution company of the year. In 2024, we got the career support organization of the year. In 2024, we got the best edtech and career coaching company, and so many more, right? So you have all heard me talk about six companies. You have all heard me talk about this RKY group, and if you are curious, you are probably wondering that, okay, who is in charge of this company? Who is the brain box behind this company, right? And that person is Mrs. Rukayat Alabi. She is an award-winning founder and CEO of RKY Group, right? And just like you all, she was also a immigrant. She came to the UK over 6 years ago, and she went through the same discrimination, right? When she was applying for jobs, she went through multiple stages of interviews: the first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, and then they now ask her, you are a very good candidate, but we need someone with local work experience, right? So she did not decide to settle, right? She could have decided to say, okay, I'm just going to go and pick up a care work, or I'm just going to go and pick up a factory work or something like that. She decided to create a solution out of this problem, right? So she created RKY Group to make sure that all those that are coming before her, all those that are here after her, have a place, like they have a community that is here to welcome them, that is here to give them the skill, that is here to give them the knowledge, that is here to give them the insider knowledge, that is here to give them everything they need to thrive as ethnic minority, right? So she created RKY Careers and RKY Careers, and that snowballed into RKY Group, right? And because of her passion, because of her dedication, she has also been awarded, she has also been recognized, and she has been given multiple awards. In 2022, she was given the top 25 changing the face of education. In 2023, she won the EdTech CEO of the year. In 2024, she won the Innovative Entrepreneur of the year. In 2024, she also won the top 25 advancing minority. In 2024, she also won the outstanding coach of the year, and so many more, and so many more. And in this 2026, she has been nominated for various awards also. Right, so I want to briefly talk about Limitless without borders, right? Most of you here, you joined this class remote. In fact, everybody on this call is joining this call remotely, right? Right, and you are wondering that, okay, probably you've been meeting your classmates, you've been attending classes for 3 to 4 months now, right? And you probably want to put some faces to the names, right? So Limitless without borders was created as that community where immigrant professionals, where ethnic minorities, where underrepresented communities can come and network, right? Because we bring the best of the best to LWB, and LWB 3.0 held last year. This is an annual event, so it holds only once a year, right? It held last year, and over 1,200 people attended, both online and offline. Over 1,200 people attended. And for version 4.0, it is going to be happening in two locations. It is going to be happening in London June 27th, and it's going to be happening in Lagos August 15th, right? So it's going to be honestly, it's going to be something you don't want to miss, right? It's going to be something you don't want to miss. If you are a founder and you want to meet your fellow founders, LWB 4.0 is the place for you to be. If you are a job seeker and you want to even meet your future employer, LWB is the place to be. I know that many of you started 2026 and said, oh, okay, I want to network more. I want to meet more people. I want to be more professional in my field. So LWB 4.0 is that place for you, right? If you are in London, kindly save the date. It's going to be happening June 27th. And if you are in Lagos, it's going to be happening August 15th. There's going to be panel discussions, there's going to be workshops, there's going to be exhibitions, there's going to be launch pad, there's going to be awards, right? Because last year somebody won £5,000 for our business award, right? And this year this could also be you. And you can also contribute in many areas. You can be a sponsor, you can be a vendor, you can be an exhibitor, you can be an attendee. So there is a lot of things for you, right? And currently, right now, as of today, the super early bird discount is currently going on. The super early bird discount is going on, so you can get your ticket at a 50% discounted rate, right? So if you want to get your tickets, support, please drop the link in the chat section so people can get their tickets, right? Honestly, this is a gathering you don't want to miss. This is a gathering you don't want to miss. So I would just advise you to get your ticket. It is an opportunity to even meet your fellow cohort member. Is an opportunity for you to meet the tutors that have been teaching you all this while, because everybody is going to be at this event, so you don't really want to miss it. Now, before I continue, please, I would like to ensure, are you guys hear me? Am I still audible? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we can
you.
hear you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As I'm going to continue, so our training and services include, we offer a lot of trainings and services, tech trainings, and these trainings they do not require code, right? You don't have to worry about coding. You don't have to bother yourself about coding. It is from zero knowledge to expert, right? And we have data analytics and business intelligence. We have project management and business analysis. We have advanced Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint. We have Scrum Master, product owner, and product manager. We have digital marketing. We have compliance. And our services include CV optimization, career advisory, interview preparation, LinkedIn optimization, professional portfolio, full career rebrand, and business coaching. So if you register for any of our courses, you get to get all this for free. All this you get to get it for free, which is amazing. Now, our IT solutions, we do data analysis and migration projects. We build mobile app development. So if you have, let's say you've been using a website, right, and you want to migrate to mobile app, you can get in touch with us and we're going to do that. If you want to do IT training for your staff, you can get in touch with us. We do that. We also do IT consulting. We also do data analysis and migration projects. And I know most of you here, you already have experiences, right? Because let's say some of you are digital marketing managers, some of you were project managers back home, some of you were even Scrum Masters back home, right? You have the experience, right? You are not complete novice here, you have the experience, but you just need that UK work experience, right? So we have a separate program for you that we call the Tech Accelerator program, right? Where if you just need the UK work experience, you just want to have the UK work experience on your CV, right? You can just attend the Tech Career Accelerator program, right? It is a 3-month training. It is a 3-month training where you are going to work with a real life project with a real UK company, right? And it's so that when you are going for interviews and everything, you have this on your CV, right? And the next cohort is starting April 27th, right? Which is next month, right? So you can just secure your slot today. Support, please drop the link to get on board to the Tech Career Accelerator program, right? So no matter where you are coming from, no matter your experience level, you can just come on board for the Tech Career Accelerator, and we will do the rest. And these are the schedule for the Tech Accelerator program. We have the pre-project, which you are going to be given videos to watch, videos to get you on board. For your week one is going to be project onboarding. Your week two to week four is going to be design ideation. Your week five to week six is going to be sprint. Your week seven is going to be MVP release, and your weeks eight to nine is going to be project handover. And then when you are done, you are also going to be here because our students presenting today worked on various UK work experience, right, on various real UK projects, right. So when you go through this phase, we are also going to be here, and you're going to also be presenting. So now is the time to get on board because the next one will be starting April 27th. Support, please drop the link to the Tech Accelerator onboarding. Now we work online, right? We work collaboratively, and we use Basecamp for our projects, right? We use Basecamp. It allows us to collaborate online. It allows us to work remotely. So all our projects are on Basecamp. You can see some of the existing projects that we have, and the current students today also went through Basecamp. So if you are new, you also be going through Basecamp, and your projects are going to be on Basecamp. Now, finally, we have gotten to the reason why we are all here, which is to see the real UK work experience projects our graduating students build. We have people from project management, we have people from Scrum Master, we have them all on this call, and these people work tirelessly. They worked for over 7 weeks on this project. In fact, they were in fact amazing. They were always eating up the developers and everything. They was always chatting, asking for clarification, working on this project, right? And these are some of the real clients projects that the previous students worked on. Some of them worked on Apply Body, some of them worked on Biz Packaging. By the way, these are real companies, right? These are real companies. Right? Some of them work on Biz Packaging. There was one person we had, was it last 2 weeks, that came to share their experience, right? They were part of the people that built Apply Body, and the person said that during his interview he was just talking about Apply Body, the entire process, how they documented everything, how they managed the stakeholders involved and everything. And because the interviewers were so impressed with him, they had no option but to give him the job, right? So if you are also coming on board, you also be working on your own project. And these are also some of the projects. We have the RKY HR portal, RKY Group, the Techie Lancer, and so many more. Now to the event of the day, right? These are some of the pictures of our graduating students and project management and product experts. You can see all of them are actually quite happy. They are all smiling in this picture, right? Because they're all smiling in this picture because as RKY we treat our students very well. They are also happy. And today you are going to be hearing their voice, and you're going to be see the incredible things they were able to work on. Now, today's product exhibition, 3 teams are going to be exhibiting today. The first team worked on the LD Lifestyle Club. They worked on the website development. The second team worked on the coordinator AI chatbot development. The third team worked on the Owalori atelier website development. Right. So now is the time for me to invite the first speaker, which is the project primordial, the ones who worked on the Owalori atelier website development. Ife, Dayo, and Rekio, are you guys on this call? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We're on the call.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you guys doing today?
We're fine, thank you.
We're very well.
Are you
Ready to present?
Are you happy to be here today to present everything you worked on?
Yes, we are. It's the final step. So we're excited. We're quite excited.
After the whole back and forth, dragging the developers, dragging everybody, you are finally here today. I mean, I think it is an amazing feat, right? And your team members are also here to cheer you on. So yeah, you have the stage. You have just 15 minutes to present. So you can share your screen and you can start your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm just gonna share my screen now. Okay. Can you see my screen? I don't know why that's up.
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right. I'm just gonna put it in presenter mode. Give me a minute. And that is it. Okay. Sorry, just a minute to settle down. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Raquel Iberebo. So I've been introduced, and today I'll be presenting with my team member, Ifedayo. Today I'll be walking you through the product demo for Owalori Atelier. Oh, wait a minute, I'm in slide 2 already. Shouldn't be. One. Yeah. All right. Okay. Today I'll be walking you through the product demo for Owalori Atelier's website, which was developed as part of our Project Primordial Cohort 16. Owalori Atelier's website this is our contact outline. We're talking about the client, the project participants, and every other thing that we've done in this in the course of our project. Owalori Atelier, our client, is a luxury lifestyle and fashion brand that focuses on modest fashion, cultural heritage, color, and craftsmanship. The brand produces items such as ready-to-wear pieces, luxury bags, perfume, beauty, accessories, and couture collections. The aim of the project was to create a non-e-commerce website that gives the brand a strong digital presence while also communicating its identity, story, and collections in a way that reflects its luxury positioning. During this demo, I'll walk you through the problems we identified, the solution we proposed, how we structured and delivered the project, some key features, the challenges and risks we encountered, and finally, the prototype itself, which my colleague Ifedayo will be taking. So first, a quick overview of our client. Owalori Atelier, like I said, is a fashion brand that combines traditional influences with contemporary design to create timeless luxury pieces. And while the brand already had creative identity and product, there was no dedicated website or online presence to showcase its work or tell its story. And as we know today, in today's digital someone said they can't see my presentation slide being shared. Can you see my slides?
Yeah, I can actually see your slide.
Yes, we can see it.
The person should please leave and rejoin. Maybe that's why.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know you can see it.
Yeah.
As we know, in today's digital environment, a brand website often acts as its first impression, especially for like new customers discovering it online. So the goal was to build a platform that virtually represents the brand while also allowing visitors to explore the connection and connect with the business. These are the participants. We have Elizabeth Dare, which is our project manager. We have Oluwakemi Minis, which is our lead BA. And then the rest of us, we have deputy project managers like myself. We've got business analysts like Ifedayo. We've got hybrid like Stephanie was acting both as a PM and ABA, but we weren't really limited to our roles, as it was a learning platform and we could all, learn additional skills by helping out in the other roles. This is the link to our live section recap and our project phase. So if anyone wants to take a look at it, you can just click on the link. The problem statement and proposed solution. After speaking with the stakeholder and analyzing the current situation, a few key issues became clear. First, the brand lacked a central digital platform where customers could explore their work. And then the potential clients had no structured way to interact with the brand online, whether to learn about its stories or to make inquiries. And also the absence of a website limited the online visibility and brand discovery. It didn't take the brand market to a global online market like the client wanted. And so to address this, our solution was to develop a non-e-commerce website that focuses on brand experience rather than just direct sales. The website allowed the users to explore the brand collection through a virtual gallery, understand the brand story and identity, engage through contact and inquiry forms. You can contact the client to ask questions about what's not on the website, and you can also make inquiries as it is not an e-commerce website yet. So if you want to ask about, when would this be available? When will this be available for sale and all of that? You can make inquiries through the inquiry and contact form. And also you could subscribe for updates via the Queen's blog and newsletter. Importantly, the platform also acts as a foundation for future digital growth, including the potential for e-commerce integration when the brand decides to sell online. Now, briefly, on how we approached the project. We structured the project using these are some of the client pain points and website solutions. This is just a table showing the key needs, the type of users, the potential buyers, and the key need. They need to explore the product aesthetics before purchasing, because no one wants to buy what they've not seen. And even if you've seen it online and it doesn't look appealing, it's not visually appealing, you won't buy it. Am I right? So the current pain point was no digital lookbook or catalog, and our website solution was virtual lookbook and collection pages. So we have all the key needs that addresses the current pain point, and we have the solutions for them. Moving on, we're going to talk about some of the processes, how we approached the project. So we structured the project using a collaborative and interactive workflow, which allowed us to continuously refine the product as feedback came in. We started with requirement gathering and stakeholder discussion to clearly understand what the client needed from the website. After that, we were able to organize our deliverables into epics and features, which help us break the work into manageable tasks. We also mapped out the current workflow, which is the process to be, and assist. Sorry, I'm going ahead of myself. Which is the process to be and assist. We also have our communication plan to coordinate the stakeholders. We have our use case diagram, which help us visualize the system interactions. We have our wireframes, to prototype how we want the website to look like. So, when we pass it on to the developer, they're not going to be loopholes like, oh, you didn't say you want this, or you didn't say you want that. But moving on, I will show you what it looks like and how the final result came to be. First, we have our epics. This is where we organize the deliverables into epics, and from epics we got our features, which helped us break the work into manageable tasks, and also help us stay within scope, so we don't get scope creep. We don't start adding things that were not initially our key deliverables, and just which will affect the timeline of the project. Then next we have some of our features that are supporting our solutions. We had the home page, the about us page, lookbook gallery, login, sign up. We have the Queen's blog, which was a very important part of our solution. Then we also have the Monteligua interface, the search user interface, where you can search for stuff on the website, and it just helps you navigate faster on the website. And then next we have understanding the current workflow. This was done using Draw.io. It's just a rough sketch of what the client's current workflow was, what the client as is was. That's what we call it, process as is. So what they had going on at that moment before they came to us for a solution. And the next one is visualizing what the future work role is, and it's like end to end, and what's next. It's just visualizing the steps that we want the website to follow, and it just helps us align our vision with what has been written, and it also help us create the wireframes moving forward. Just a reminder, running.
No problem.
And then we have our communication channels. We have our communication channels. We used several tools for communication and coordination. Our main one was Basecamp. We used it to track documentations and discussions. And then Zoom was used for meetings with the client, stakeholders, and team members. We conducted daily stand-ups. Once we got to our execute phase of the project, we conducted daily stand-ups with the developer to check the website development processes, the feedback implementation processes. We also used ClickUp, which I'll be showing you moving forward, to help manage the product backlog and product plan. Gmail was used for formal communication with the sponsor and the client. And then moving on, we have our use case diagram. It's literally just a diagram. Again, it's a little bit more advanced form of the process to be, which was the future workflow. It's just showing like from different end. We have the users, the users end. We also have the back end. It's just it's just demonstrating how the user interaction is going to be on the website. When I click on the home page, what does it show? From the home page, where can I go to? And it's just how the interaction is. Go. Then we have the wireframes. This is the one I was talking about. For the wireframes, we used Balsamiq. We had to learn how to use an application called Balsamiq to create the wireframes. design what we want to see in our website and how we want the website to look like. For this, my team members and I were to learn how to use the application with the help and support of RKY support officers. With the help of RKY support officers and facilitators who was there to guide us through every step of the way. And these are some other ones of our wireframes. And then we have ClickUp, which we use to like manage the product backlog and project plan. As you can see on here, we have our sprint 1 and 2. It's basically what the developer was doing. It's a way to track the developer's progress and to track our timeline to make sure we're not going more than the timeline we needed. We also have our product backlog. You can see some of our epics and features on here. It's the same thing as the ClickUp basically. Then project plan, and then we have our project risk, potential risks for before, after, or during the launch. The website domain could go down. We could have delayed implementation of design or functional updates. We could have limited ongoing maintenance. This is post-launch, and we also have like that potential impact if that occurs, when it occurs, and what the impact will be on our website if it occurs. And just like any other project, just like most digital projects, we did encounter a few challenges. One of the few challenges was the team availability, which occasionally affected how quickly certain tasks could be completed. Another challenge was, from a technical perspective, there was also risks around the domain configuration, hosting setup, and DNS integration, which are common challenges in website development, to be fair. But we also identified like the post-launch risk from this, and we made plans, mitigation plans on how that could be worked around and how that could be resolved if it happens moving forward. For our lessons learned, this project gave us several important lessons. One of the biggest lessons was the importance of verifying technical infrastructure early, especially domain and hosting configuration. Another key takeaway was that clear and consistent communication with developers and service providers significantly reduce delay when technical issues arises. And then for our recommendations, we based on the work we've done, we made a few recommendations to support the long-term success of the website. First, we recommend regular website maintenance, monitoring to ensure platform remains, secure and perform efficiently. We also recommend that the brand consistently updates their website content to keep the visitors engaged. It's also important for the organization to assign someone internally. Oh, sorry, I moved too fast. Sorry. It's also important for the organization to assign someone internally to take responsibility for managing the website's content and responding to inquiries, ensuring smooth day-to-day operation. Additionally, as the brand grows, the website can serve as a foundation for e-commerce integration, allowing Owalori to eventually support online purchases. And this is our product prototype, and I'll be handing over to Ifedayo to take it from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Raquel. Yeah. So, just like my colleague just mentioned, Raquel, and it's been a wonderful experience having to do this work on this project, because some of the tools we actually did use, like she did mention, with some things we never actually had to work with, and with the right support we got with from RKY, we've been able to achieve success at this point. So I'll just go straight to the project prototype. The product prototype itself. So this page actually shows, I'm still going to show us the website itself, but let's look at this as a screenshot of how the website eventually looks like. This is the home page, the landing page. Whenever you go straight to the website, it shows you the idea of this was for you to be simple, yet still communicate value. And based off on what the mandate was, which the client actually did provide to us, we had to work with our vision to actually achieve success at this point. So this is the home page. Once you get into it, it gives you this part. You can go to the next slide, and from there, it takes you straight just at different sessions of the website itself. And the lookbook aspect, this is it. It shows you all this part. I'll show us all how this actually works eventually. So can you just skip towards it? Just keep scrolling forward. Yeah, so this is just different sessions of it. The collections part, the ready-to-wear part, sessions, the ready-to-wear description. So like if you click on any of the ready-to-wears, it shows you a particular page. That's to show you the sizes. It shows you the image itself, the particular outfit or the item you want to purchase or you want to make inquiries about. And it shows you we've got the accessories sections as well, and we've got and here description sections as well. So can we just go to the next part? Yeah, so these are just different aspects, just pictures, screenshots of this. We'll see the live sessions of what we've actually worked on as well. The blog, which is actually very important for the client as well. She actually loved this particular part as well. So can we go to the last part before we display the website? So if you need to log on as well, you can log on with your Facebook, you can log on with using your Google ID as well. This has all been integrated into it. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah. So for the e-commerce part, which I know my colleague did mention, Raquel, that it's a non-e-commerce website with a future integration of the e-commerce part. So we've actually integrated that. It's just a plugin. They just need to add to it, and then it becomes an e-commerce website itself. Can we go to the last part? Yeah, so now we'll go straight to the website. So if anyone can go to the website to both the mobile view and everything, you'll be able to see that. So my colleague here will display that particular part for us to see.
And just give me a minute and I will take you there in a minute.
Yeah.
Stop sharing. Go over to...
So while she's preparing to share that, when we think about luxury, we often think about elegance, exclusivity, and a memorable experience. But today, luxury is no longer limited to physical spaces. I want us to know that luxury is no longer limited to physical spaces like hotels or boutiques. It also exists online. I want us to have that notion at the back of our mind. The goal of this site is to reflect the brand's identity while giving users a smooth and visually appealing experience. Today, I'm going to be showing you the projects Primordial has actually worked on, and yet today I present to you Owalori Atelier. So this is the home page. Once you go into the website, the landing page, it has to be simple according to what our client wanted. So we have to achieve that for the client itself. So this shows you from the home page, it takes you down to the OA trend. So under this OA trend, it covers the aspect of the in designs that the client actually has. So you can actually select you can go from here to actually make inquiries from this. If you scroll further down, you can subscribe to newsletters as well. You can also see the comments. So this also leads you to the Instagram page, the social media handles as well. You can subscribe to the newsletter, so you'll be the first person to know when any new item or any post or anything is updated on the website as well. Can we just toggle around the tabs, the About Us, the Contact Us form as well? So for the brand story about the About Us, if you look at this, it just tells us the brief story about the brand itself. And if you look at it, I know everyone that's got their access to the internet right now, if you go on the website, you'll be able to see. Also, you look at the speed in which we actually have to optimize that as well for the website, the speed in which you actually have to access the website. Because trust me, you don't want to go to a website and it's very heavy. It takes time to load. You lose interest immediately. So we've actually worked with our developers in making sure that we actually achieve this. And this also summarizes the mission itself. And we go to the next bit of it, which talks about the lookbook. part. Yeah. So explore the gallery. So we have got two sections, just like you talked about what it's obtainable in our to be process. The lookbook part is there, the collections part is there. Also for anyone, it's not limited to anyone that speaks English. If you go to the multilingual part, I mean to speak, look at the language part. We've got Arabic, we've got Chinese, we've got Dutch, we've got French, we've got German, Italian, Italian language and the like. So all you need to just toggle. So it's not specified to just English speaking people. It's actually a global thing that we've actually put into place to achieve this. So, based off of what we've been actually to show you, and I believe you can actually see that having to work with RKY or coming to do this training with RKY has actually expanded our knowledge, because some of the tools, like I said, we never knew before. We've been able to utilize these tools to achieve this particular success. This is actually a carousel showing the lookbook gallery, the collections, and the unique part about this brand is that it's actually bespoke. They do the sketches, you like the sketches, you make inquiries about it, and trust me, they get back to you on time and you have your designs done for you. If you've got designs as well, you can also submit that to them and they can actually work that for you as well. So we've been able to deliver excellence, we've been able to deliver the luxury yet simple for this client. This brings me to the end of our presentation. If you've got questions for us, we are available to answer that right away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If anyone has any
Yeah,
question
thank you
for
guys.
us, we're available to answer that.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for the wonderful presentation. Honestly, I have some questions personal I want to ask you, because when I was looking at your presentation, I was like, is this a Louis Vuitton website, or is this a all these big brands? Because you guys really did a wonderful job with this, right? So I want to ask, did you first of all have experience in project management, or in building a project like this?
No, we didn't. We all came from different backgrounds. I came from sales, never done anything like this. But thanks to RKY and the lessons, from the first class, the life classes, to the support we had during the project phase, we were able to come together as a team and then learn the applications we needed to carry out our project and carry it out successfully. We had the guidance of the facilitators. We also had most of our support officers with us almost all the time. They were available for questions. Oh, we're stuck, we don't know how to go about this. They are always available for guidance and they were able to help us through. But big kudos to my team members, because we were able to come together, watch videos on applications we've never used before, never even heard of before, and we were able to get it and use it and actually bring something beautiful to life.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, just like Raquel said, not every one of us had that holistic and which has a professional experience. But the little experience, and that's one of the key things I think RKY did, whether we like it or not, we're all project managers in our own way. Just that we don't know the professional part of it. So what RKY has just done is that RKY has been able to
Yeah.
bring our consciousness to it. That the things we do daily, you
Yeah.
have your plans for the day. Make you actually planning your project. You have your to-do list. That's you still planning the project, but not in a professional setting. So RQ has brought us to that consciousness,
Yeah.
to know that you are already a project manager, but not just in a professional way. And we've been able to leverage on the tools. And just like Raquel said, every support officer that we had, we're actually there. We had late nights. Trust me, it's going to be uncomfortable. But trust me, what did they say about process? The process might look rough. Everybody loves boiled eggs. Everybody loves beautiful cakes, but it goes subjected to
Mm.
heat. So that process is what we went through to be able to be a success today. And I believe everyone that is on this call who has actually got the same project, this particular phase is actually is also a success at this point. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ifedayo. So you mentioned something about late night, and with what you guys have presented, right? Anyone looking at this will be like, I don't think this is for me. Like this is too advanced. I have work, I have my family, I have my kids, and I have everything. Like, how were you able to juggle all this together and still were able to deliver on this project? How were you able to do it?
It's about commitment, trust me. Like I said, nothing is easy. You can't be born, like I use this analogy a lot. You can't say because you want 9 children, you impregnate 9 ladies and you expect them to give birth in 1 month. No, you need to go through the process of waiting 9 months period. You need to go through that process. Nothing comes good comes easy. So it's a lot of sacrifice. At one point, I'll use myself as an example. I broke down. I was seriously ill. I couldn't attend meetings, but I was still doing check-ins during the day with my colleague. It's all about commitment. You know, it's for a limited time. The uncomfortable situation or time was just for a short period of time. There were days that we had to raise voices that we will need to be honest. Like, oh, you didn't deliver, but then it was just for us to achieve the right thing. And eventually, see us today. We are able to present to say that this is what we've been able to achieve over the past couple of months.
I love what you just said. If you want 9 kids, you cannot impregnate 9 people and expect them to give birth in 1 month. I think I wrote that down somewhere. That is so amazing. My last question for you guys is for someone watching you who is at the edge of making decision. What would be your advice to that person? What would you say to that person?
If you know what you want for yourself, and you have a sense of direction. If you're confused, I want to believe that having to come to this product session, this particular demo day, is just to show you that anything is possible. All you need to do is be positive and believe in yourself. Trust me. Like I said, it's going to be a bumpy road, but at the eventual goal, if you decide not to do it now, in 3 years, in 6 months, what you should have done 3 months ago, you've not still done it in 3 months. The sacrifice we paid or we have done in last, like when we started, I think in November, we're looking at it, we're looking back now. If we had postponed to say we're not going to do it, oh, it's actually not comfortable, we would still not have done it now. But if you have done it, and they think there's this analogy that they always say that if the best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago, the next best time is today. So the next best time for you to make that sacrifice for yourself is today by signing up with RKY. And trust me, you get that absolute value for your money and your time.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Fedayo. Thank you so much. So we are going to open the floor for the audience, for those watching us. So do you guys have any question? Anyone here watching, even if you are a student, you are a new student, you just register, or you just want to come on board, do you have any question for those who just presented now? We have a question from Oluchiku. Oluchiku, you can unmute and speak.
Okay. Good afternoon. Please, I just your group did a very good job, but I want to know what you use to do the prototype.
I'm not sure I got your question.
Sorry, can you take that again?
To get that, yeah, I didn't really get. Oluchiku, could you take your question again? We didn't quite catch you.
Yeah, I'm back again. Hello? Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I say what the wireframe, what app did you use to design those wireframe, the prototype? I didn't get it. I know you mentioned it, but I didn't.
Sorry, can you type the question because I'm not getting you. The line is breaking.
She's asking about the app we used for our prototypes, our wireframes. We used Balsamiq.
It's
an application called Balsamiq.
Okay, can I get the spelling?
I'll put it in the chat box right now for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Oluchiku, for your question. Do we have any other question? Okay, go on.
Okay, my second question is the pictures you use, do you design it or is it from the company, the brand? Picture you use, did you design it on your own or did you get it from the company? I mean the models, the
So
dress,
yeah,
the
so the pictures that we used for the website design itself was given to us by the brand. So like
okay,
I said, it's a pencil sketch. She does sketches, but we just digitalize it with our tools. We use some of our
okay.
skills to actually digitalize it, so to make it more presentable. You understand? So
What tool
because
do you
it's a
use?
unique. What did you say?
What tool did you use for that?
So we had people who knows how to use the illustrators
Okay,
tools and the likes. They actually did that for us, and then we were able to use that. So it's just you translating a pencil sketch to a digital tool, to a digital design. That's what was used for it. And if you use
okay,
most of these AI tools, they're able to like convert this pencil design into a digital design for you as well. So we couldn't use just a plain pencil design on the website. It looked bare. It won't communicate the luxury. So we still needed to achieve the same thing, but do it a different way to show that, put that extra into the ordinary things.
okay. All right, thank you. That's my question. Well, the website was, I look at it, it's beautiful. Did very good. Your team
Yeah,
did good.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Oluchukwu, for your question. Does anyone else have any question? You can ask a question, guys. Do you have any question before we move on to the next project?
Hi, I have a question.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, my name is Owalori. The software or app you used for the sketch, is it an AI tool or it's just a normal app, like for the wireframe?
No, for the wireframe, we use Vistally and also Balsamic and the dryer. So that was the process to be. So we use Balsamic for that, for the wireframe. If you look at the chat, we've actually dropped the name of the tool of the chat as well. I think Raquel did that.
All right, so they're not AI tools. You didn't answer that part.
So for the images, some of the images we used AI tools to generate, like to convert some of those images to show the digital part. So it's just like say when you write with your pen and you put it. Let's assume you use ChatGPT now. You tell it to convert it. You give a prompt for it to convert it to a digital um, design. It can actually do that for you. So that's what I mean by we use an AI tool to do that.
Just to add to what Fedayo
Thank
had
you.
said, Balsamic, Draw.io, Vicily, while they're not AI tools, they support like the use of AI as well. They have agents you could also use, but we didn't use the AI part because we're trying to learn how to use the tool itself and not generate it with the AI feature it had in it. But most of them had AI features in it, if that's what you're asking.
All right, thank you so much for your response.
Okay, thank you so much, Ade. Ade, do you have any other question? Does anyone have any other question before we move on? Okay, so let's
Hi guys, I'm not sure if it is my network, but I cannot hear anything.
Yeah,
Same
that's
here.
the same. I can't
I
hear
also
anything.
can't hear the people presenting as well.
No, we've not started presenting.
Hi guys, good afternoon. So the next team is going to be Ikeade and Rama. I think there's a mistake with the name. And they are the product team. And they're going to present the AI chatbot development for the coordinator. Ikeade, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just gonna share my screen.
Okay, please
Oh,
do.
I was already trying to share. Okay, no problem.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, we can
Not
see your
yet.
Yes, we
screen.
can.
No,
Okay, yes, we can. Yeah,
Go
we
for
can.
it, together.
Can you help me change it to slideshow?
That's fine.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. So, just to confirm, can everybody hear me loud and clear? Can everybody hear me, please?
Yeah, sorry guys. Can you guys
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kiade Adebawajo, and today I'll be presenting our project, the coordinator website AI chatbot solution. So we happen to be the first set to work on an AI solution. Just proud to say that, by the way. And we developed this with my team called Project Diamond, and I'll be presenting along Omoto Ashe Ramat today. So our focus was very simple, right? And what we're looking out for was how I'm not seeing our slides on this screen. Or is it just me?
No, I can't see your slide too.
Okay. I think someone started sharing something else. I would share it again on my end.
Okay.
Sorry for that. Um okay, I think our slide is back. Thank you. So our focus was simple, and what we're looking at basically was how we could help website visitors get answers instead of searching through multiple pages or waiting for email responses. And just to let you know, our website is the coordinator website is a website that helps event planners, event coordinators to organize their events, working with vendors and clients just to make it easy. So in the next few minutes, I'm just going to walk you through the problem we identified, the AI bot solution we designed, and the live demo of what the products we worked on looks like. So just a quick question for everybody, so I'm not the only one talking. Has anyone, you can drop your answer in the chat by the way, has anyone ever left a website because you couldn't quickly find the answer you needed? Just quickly.
Yeah, all the time.
Thank you very much
Yes,
for that. So
I
that is actually
especially.
you said?
I said me especially.
All right. So that's exactly the experience we wanted to improve with the coordinator website. Can So the coordinator website relies heavily on the static content and the contact forms. And this means that the users would often have to browse multiple pages or search for information or submit a contact form and wait for response. So this created three major issues. You can go to the next slide. User friction, slow response time, lost conversion opportunities. So for us to work on these major issues, our project objectives were to address this problem. And we were able to break our objective into what you can see into the primary and secondary objective, just to implement an AI chatbot to provide real-time support or assistance, then to deliver contextual responses to the user queries. Then there's also the part where we have to enable lead capture for potential users or customers. So when I say customers or users in this case, please, I'm referring to event planners, because that's what the website is about. The event planners or coordinators, which are our primary users. So the objective also is also to provide a fallback escalation to human support when the AI can't proceed with the responses. Then we also used free chatbot platforms rather, just to keep implementation cost low. Then we build a knowledge base to train the chatbots. Then the second objective is basically talking about how to track chatbots using the metrics, then ensuring brand consistency, and the last one, making the chatbots usable across mobile and desktop devices. So for us to achieve this as product managers, next slide, we worked with using user personnel. So to better understand the user experience, we mapped the current user journey. And right now, before we worked on it, the visitor would typically go through the process of discovery, explore the pages, submit contact form, and wait for responses. If a user, just another question, right? If a user has to wait for hours or days for an answer, what do you think they might do? You can drop your answer in the chat, by the way. If you try to use a website and you send them inquiries or questions and you've not gotten responses, at most 24 hours, what would you do? Sean, I love that word. Okay, so that's exactly what happened or what was happening with the coordinator, and they simply moved to another platform. So that was the problem. So to guide our design, next slide. To guide our design, we used a personnel called Damilola Clark, a professional event planner. She manages complex events involving multiple vendors and logistics, and work on that tight deadline. Main experience basically main expectation for the websites are quick answers, because as event planners, if you need help, they are always very busy and on the go, basically. So they can't be waiting, they can't afford that luxury of waiting for hours to get answers. They need clear service explanation, transparent pricing from the website, then immediate support when needed. So our biggest frustration was having to dig through multiple pages to get basic information. So, and as she put it, when we reached out to her, she said, if I can't get clear answers quickly, I'll move on to another platform. And that insight shaped our solution. Next slide. So this is just like the summary of our product strategy. Our solution was to introduce an AI-powered chatbot that acts as digital assistants for the website. The chatbot should help the users by answering frequent questions instantly, guiding the users to the right pages, capturing potential customer leads, escalating complex queries to human support. This transformed the website from like a static information site into a conversational experience. Next slide. So to deliver the solution, we structured the product into epics, features, and user stories. And our epics are divided into 9, which includes but not limited to chat widgets accessible on every page, instant FAQ responses, guided navigation support, lead capture for interested users, escalation to human support when needed. This approach allows the chatbot to function not just as support, but also a conversion tool for the business. And next slide, please. The outcome-based roadmap. So to manage our delivery within the 7-week timeline to work on this project, after our training in AcroI, we prioritized our features using Moscow framework. I don't know if anyone knows what that means. Must have, should have, could have, and would have. That's what Moscow prioritization means. So our must-have includes chat widgets and all the things I've been mentioning. So some of these features, such as advanced AI personalization, were intentionally deferred for future releases. Thank you. Next slide. So during the build phase, we created both design prototypes and functional prototypes. For design prototyping, we used VCLI. I think our spirits with the previous team were aligned. We use VCLI and we also use Balsamic. So VCLI is an AI tool that helps you to just capture all these things I've been talking about, your objectives for the user to play around with so that they have a feel of what the platform will look like or the websites. Then Balsamic 2 was also does the same thing. So this is like wireframes. Next slide. Then we use Lovable AI to build a functional design prototype. So the difference between this and the previous one is this one is more interactive. So the user can enter the app, chat with the chatbot, even though they might not get. The difference is just that for this, there's no backend to it because it's just like what is it called? It's just a tool for you to play with so that the users can have a feel of what you'll be building for them. Yeah, so we used Lovable to achieve that, which allowed us to simulate the chatbot experience within the website environment. And this was what our product backlog looked like using ClickUp. So I'm going to hand over now to my colleague or teammate, Ramat, to continue with the demo. Thank you.
Hi guys, can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, I think my sharing stopped again. So can everyone see my screen now?
Yes.
So while we were doing the whole preparation and trying to develop the AI bot, we encountered some issues and some risks were identified. So one of the issues that we had was of the cause being overwhelmed, and that was as a result of increased project demands, people juggling multiple responsibility, and the fast pace of the project because we had only 3 weeks. Also, we had technical challenges and development delays as well, as some of the developers had to change hands and they had to change some of the developers as well. The risk identified, because we were using free tool, we were kind of restricted to features and customization and some of the performance limitation as well. And just like I said before, based on the developer availability risk, we had to identify that risk for temporary slowdown in progress. And this also outlines some of the key constraints as well, which is the time constraint, the resource constraint, having to test really late, delays in development and change of developer at some point. Before we launched the AI bot, we completed a UAT where we tested about 22 epics. And during the launch, while we do that, we officially launched the website, and we had some test guide for the SMEs to be able to test the product itself. And right now, we are in the process of monitoring the user activities just to confirm how the chatbot is doing itself. This is the product success metrics, which has to do with the activation KPIs, the lead generation, because aside the fact that we want the AI bot to answer everybody's the user's question, we also want to use that as a conversion. Operational KPIs, which has to do with mitigating the key person risk and also some of the key risks that has to do with obsolete risk as well, and the knowledge governance KPI. Some of our lesson learned was based on the experience that we had so far, and that has to do with the successful delivery is as much as about people as education, and that would really be some of the question, understanding the stakeholder expectation, the ownership and the team dynamics as well. Other learnings would be to plan for resource backup, use staging environmentally, and also risk plan is as important as the development as well. So I'm just going to start showing how the demo of the project itself. So, yeah. Just give me a moment. Can everybody see my screen? So this is the home page. Just like Ikade said, we want the chatbot widget to show in all the home pages, the public pages, which is home, about us, the pricing itself, and the FAQ. So we have all the widgets show in the home pages. So if you click on this, I've already typed in some of the prep so we don't waste time. So yeah, I've asked, hello, this is Ramat. I want what's the best email address I can reach you. Is asking me because one of the things that we want to do is while we are asking questions or while the AI bot is having conversation, when the user says they want to sign up, the AI bot should be able to ask if they want to be reached out to. And when that happens, they should be able to give their information so they can be reached out to. So when that happens, so I'm just gonna go through how it would look like at the back end. So this is the back end. Because I've had a conversation right now, today is Saturday, so we don't expect the team members to answer right now. So if you look at this at the back end, it shows our team is not available right now, but I can have somebody reach out to you based on what I've selected, what I've chosen. But if I want to have a conversation as a support team, if let's say the person is asking for a technical support or they want to speak with the customer support, from here, a customer support can pick it up and have that conversation with that user and that would happen Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. But anytime outside that, the AI bots would be speaking to them. But Monday to Friday as well, the AI bot is available 24/7. So it would only escalate to the human support when necessary. And that's one of the key success metrics that we want. We don't want them to always speak to the customer support if it's not necessary. I'm going to go through to the admin. So because of some of the handovers that we'll be doing and to avoid key person risk. So this is an admin configuration, and this one is where the knowledge base article is being uploaded. So this one here, so if you look at this is the title about the subscription and pricing, the accepted payments and billing. Those are the manuals that it serves as a user guide for the AI bot to be able to answer all the user questions. However, there are times where you have to update the knowledge base article based on the changes that would be happening in the company, so they would be able to edit them and also add, and if there's any key person risk, they will be able to also add users as well. For metrics, so if you look at this in admin, it also has dashboard where you can also check total conversations, the escalation rate, the lead capture rate, and conversion rate. So this would also capture all the success metrics which is easier instead of having to do that manually. This is the leads. This is how it shows. So whatever the users has given you, this will show all the information that the user has already given the AI bot. So if you look at this is my name. I've just giving them my name, email address, and phone number. And it would show as, so if you look at this, it shows 31 minutes ago because I just did that. And this is admin, but if you look at it, it would say that sync to HubSpot. So if you click on this, it would be able to show the support team, and they would be able to contact the user as soon as possible. Yeah, so these are other settings just to show some of the privacy policy terms of services, which can be changed depending on whatever changes is happening. So generally, this is just more of to avoid any key person risk or any handover issues. So yeah, that's that from us. Any question?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. That was amazing. I have a few questions for you before we get started. What was your? Can you hear me before I continue?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think I remember your team. We had an encounter a while ago while you guys were conducting your survey, right? And I guess my question is, how was the whole experience? How was, there are people that do not like to work with others or even interact with others. Anything that deals with, you have to collaborate with others. They are always running away from it, right? So how were you guys able to rally around? How were you able to make that whole process seamless for each other?
So I think this is like the most successful thing that's actually, that was really, really successful in this project was the collaboration between the team members, having to stand up when there is an issue. So I think in the beginning of the project, we had issues with developers where they had to change developers, some of the configuration issues and all of those things. So for the development was kind of late, and we had to do our testing like as soon as possible. So we had to coordinate and do the testing like about a day or two and everything. And you would agree with me, if there's no collaboration and plan, this wouldn't have been possible. So I would say that one of the key things, the key reasons why this is a success is because of the collaboration. So far it's been really great, and I feel like kudos to my team members and also the support team as well, because during the whole user usability testing and having to do the whole user journey, we had to contact some of the team members, the support team, to help us and all of those things. And that was really, really helpful. So far, collaboration from the team members and also collaboration from HackKY. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Your project is so complex. Like, you have AI, you have chatbots, you have leads, you have everything. Like, what was the whole process involved in getting up? How did you even know what you wanted to do in the first place? How did you know where to bring in the lead sheet, the lead part, the AI part, the chatbot part? Like, how were you able to integrate all these parts, different parts into one project?
So I think for that one would be the plan itself. So when you know the objective of what you want to achieve and you have a plan, just like the way the roadmap is, you know what you want to do and you've already prioritized what you want to do. Already the objective is there. The next plan is for you to know, so how do we achieve this? Which some of the things that we had was we also consulted the developer, which gave us like different tools, how fast they are and everything. So we had to like compare some of the tools and take our priority. What do we want? Do we want fast pace? What exactly are we looking for? So the objective really, really helped us as well. Then with the help of the developers, we were able to put it to life.
And just to add to what she also said, I think as product managers, what we're taught basically is the difference between us and project managers will be the user will tell you a problem. It's up to you as a product. Sometimes they might give you the solution they require, but it's up to you as a product manager to say or let them know, plus the stakeholders, that this would work better, this would not work better, and also carry your developer along because they are the one that will implement your vision for you. So we're able to do all these things, even though it sounds big, because before we start implementing the research phase, it needs to be extensive so that when you start developing and you reach roadblock, you know how to address it basically.
Okay, my last question for you guys before we move on to the audience is did any of you have experience in this field in project management, in AI chatbot development? Did you have a previous experience?
So for me, I transitioned to product management a year, but I've only had experience in a of working as a product manager for a year. So I would not say I'm experienced, because even from when I transitioned to what
Okay.
I've learned in RKY, there's been a lot of development in the market, different AI tools to make your work easy. Because as product managers, you have to write a lot of documentation, PRD for to show what you're working on. So things has become easier, and for I don't know if I can speak for my other teammates, not everyone was experienced, basically, just to answer your question. So we were not like very experienced in this, but we were able to work it out.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, we have a question from Palumi in the chat box. He said, did Lovable AI convert the prototype into real chatbots, or how did you convert the prototype into reality?
I think that's a good question. So yes, Lovable converted the prototype, the wireframe we used, combined the wireframe we came up with using Visili and Balsamic. We imputed it into Lovable with the prompts that we needed it to achieve what we wanted to. So it's a case of um, combining other tools for Lovable to build that interactive website prototype for us, for our users to work with or demo with. Yeah.
So I think
Okay,
another
thank you
thing
so
is
much.
to, I think
Okay.
another thing, just to add to what Ikeade said, another thing is to look at generally right now, everybody's using AI and everything. So, and based on our project, it's just more of a bit of flexing and just to put some AI prompts and, let AI work for you and all of those things. So I think that's like one of the reasons why we had to use that, just to put something like that to life.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you guys. So do we have any more questions from those watching? Do you have any question for the coordinator team? If you have a question, you can raise up your hand, or you can drop your question in the chat box.
Yeah. I have a question.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Could you please give like an idea of your spending on the project, in terms of budgeting and actualization? Did you have to what does give an insight to the financial aspect, and how did you manage what you were able to achieve? Yeah.
So
So the
the budget,
budget.
oh, go
Oh,
on.
my bad. Okay, so the
Go
budget we
ahead.
were
Okay.
given was £5,000. And when Ramat was speaking, if I'm not sure if you heard when she also said, even in as much as we're giving £5,000, you still have to deliver if it's enough or not. So there was also a point where she mentioned, where Ramat mentioned that we had to use some free products to build the AI. And that's also was a risk on its own, because we were limited to what we could explore to enable the website to be very robust. So in as much you let them, it's just about communication. If the client says it's 5,000 I have to work with, you work with it, but let them know that if you want more, we can do it, but or if we are not able to do it, we would also go this route. So let them know that you can. It's not like if the budget is not enough, then that's where the work ends. Basically, is the summary of what I'm saying. Yeah, Ramat, you can continue.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll just add to what you said, because I think one of the things that we need to understand is that if this is an agile project, and not everything, just the way agile works, there will always be an enhancement and all of those things. So if we have issues with having to use, because one of the things that they communicated was us using a free base tool, which means that they are on a project. I mean, they are on a budget. At the end of the day, all you need to do is whatever you're doing, just make sure it's transparent and they're able to accept those risks. So just like one of the limitations that we mentioned, we had issues with the feature limitations and all, but we're able to communicate that risk acceptance to them, and they confirmed to us that they are accepting those risks. So I think that's like one of the most important things. So while you're using the free tool, even if it is really small, the important thing is the transparency, and let them know this is the recommendation and this is the risk behind those information.
Okay, thank you guys. Did I answer your question? Do we have any other question from the audience?
Yeah, I do. I have a question. So your product looks great, but I do have a question. So who's the main audience that would use the product? Is it like individual clients like you and I, or would it be like other vendors who want to work with the vendor, basically?
No, I think for this project is it's just you and I. Like if you are an event planner, then this is the tool for you. So it doesn't really have anything to do with any other person. So it's just as a user, if you are an event planner, then you should be able to use this product. Then while you're using this product, then you can bring in your vendors, your events, the people that you're doing the event for, and they will be able to have that conversation or use the other tool. But so far it's just a user. Anybody can be an event planner. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And you'll be able to answer my questions enough that I may not need to speak to someone, or at some point I'll still need to speak to an actual person.
So it depends on what you've asked. So if you ask a question, so there are some of the prompts. So what we've done is a two-way thing. The first thing is conversion. So if there is a prompt like a scenario for sign-ups that has anything to do with a user signing up, we would the chatbot would kind of create a lead capture stuff to ask you if you want to speak to someone, and somebody could take it over or reach out to you. But when it comes to other questions, or maybe you're asking general question, as much as possible, the success metrics is that the AI bot is able to answer you 70%, more than 70% of your question. So if there is no need, we try as much as possible not to hand over to the human support to reduce their workload as well. So if there's no need to escalate to the human support, then there should be no need. So it's more than 70% AI should be able to answer your question. And if you are not I think, for example, is the troubleshooting. There is a prompt for troubleshooting. If that basic troubleshooting is not achieved and you still have issue, then you will be escalated to human support. So more than 70% for AI bots. If there's a need, then they escalate to human support.
Okay, so like the very basic stuff, it should be able to tell me the answer. If it needs more detailed information, then I may need to speak to someone.
Yes. And that could also mean, that could also mean they personally requested, because some people, they just want somebody to talk to them. So if they personally requested, the human will still speak to them.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you. So we have a question in the chat box. Somebody said, are there any comparable services and solutions in the market? That is, who are the competitors of the coordinator?
To speak on that, the major competitor for the coordinator would be Honeybook, Honey plus Book. Yeah, so that's the answer to that.
Okay, I hope that answers your question, Baba. Baba. Yeah, so I have one final question for the two of you, right? And my first question, I'll just ask it at the same time so you both can take turns to answer. My first question is, how did you hear about how KY careers? And my second question is, do you feel interview ready? Do you feel job ready with this project you've built?
Okay, so for me, sorry, I'm trying to remember the first question. It's the second one that is on my mind.
Yeah, the first one is, how did you hear about RQI careers? How did you enroll?
Okay.
How did you hear about us? Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I heard about RK. I didn't hear, so to say. I saw an ex-colleague's review of an RKY bootcamp that she did on LinkedIn. So it was from there that I reached out to her that I have just been seeing this RQY because I was going to use another bootcamp till I came across RQI. So she was like, oh, go for it. I also used them, but she didn't do product management. I think she did business analysis or something. So that was how I heard about RQI. Then, am I interview ready? I would say so. I would say so, yeah, with the extensive learnings and practical projects that we did here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
me,
Matt.
yeah, for me, I think it was just like, the way when you have thoughts and it just brings it up on the internet algorithm. I don't know how they do that, but it happens. So I'm currently a BA, and I've been having some personal development goal to testing the waters, just to have product thinking, or possibly pivot into product management. So when I saw the work experience, so I didn't start the project from the theory. So I joined during the work experience, which is practical. So when I saw that, that really was in sync with me, because I didn't have to, just to know a bit of how it looks when as a BA as against a product manager. So when I saw that, and the AUF as well, it was it was on it
That
was
was
on
important.
sales. Yeah, so I think that
Yeah,
was the catch too. So it was on sales
yeah.
and everything. I'm like, okay, let me go for it. It doesn't hurt and all. And but I would say that, apart from the practical and everything, I get to get a freebie of looking at the theory as well. So yeah, so that's the reason. So for interview, I wouldn't say, because I'm already experienced. So more, I would say that, yeah, for product, this is something that I can add to my experience while you have, because you have different scenarios of the projects you've worked with. And AI bots is something that is really, really great to add, and coupled with the fact that everybody is going AI now. So yeah, that's that for me.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. I can also see some of your feedbacks for your other teammates. That is amazing. So thank you guys. Before I let you guys go, there is a follow-up question from the previous person. And it says, what is the competitive edge of the coordinator over others? And the
I think it's a swift
yeah.
response from me. Yeah, I think it's the swift response. Right now, it's the fact that you can answer, and the admin, there is no obsolete risk, because we already have that configured with the admin configuration, where you have to update every 3 months, and you check in quarterly for any obsolete risk. So it's just basically being able to be answered, even when you don't you go away from that particular conversation, they can still reach out to you. And so yeah, I would say it's the conversion metrics based, and also the fact that you can answer questions as soon as possible.
Yeah, for me, I would say the competitive edge, seeing everything you actually displayed, is the fact that you have the ability to capture your leads, right? You have the ability to see users, you have the ability to see leads, and this is very helpful for you to be able to even capture your leads, to even be able to even set email campaigns and marketing campaigns to them, so you are not losing the people
Yeah.
coming to the coordinator.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that, yeah, thank you so much, guys. Before we go, do we have any other questions before we let the Project Diamond people go? Is there any other question?
Yeah, so if there are no
Hey guys,
questions, I would
yeah,
hand over.
I guess not. Yeah, thank you all so much for the amazing presentation. Thank you for the amazing review, and yeah, hang around. We still have something for you. Okay, so the next project we have is the Healthy Lifestyle Club, and that is Project Bloom. They worked on the website development for this brand, and presenting for them is Ayodotu and Ifejesu. Ayodotu and Ifejesu, are you guys on this call?
I am.
Yes,
Good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing?
Fine, thank you. Good
very
afternoon.
fine.
Awesome, awesome. Are you guys ready to dazzle us with your amazing presentation?
We're ready.
Awesome. Yeah, you have the stage. You can start your presentation.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. You're welcome to our presentation. I'm Ifejiso, and I'm presenting for Project Bloom. I'm representing the Healthy Lifestyle Club website. I'll be presenting alongside Ayodotu and also Dimitri. So we created developed a website for the Healthy Lifestyle Club, and it's a calm educational wellness space. It's created for women who want to understand their bodies better and support their health naturally. So we didn't do this alone. There was a cross-functional team of BAs, PMs, the project planner, the project coordinator, and we also had the help of our support officers whenever we had any issues or we needed any help and to be sorted through it. So the objectives of this project, the main objectives were to, of course, apply our project management and BA skills in a real world scenario, and also to make sure we delivered what the client wanted, which was a serene, user-focused wellness platform, in this case a website, from initiation to closure. So this website is called the Healthy Lifestyle Club website, and it's a calm educational website for women aged 25 to 55, and this website is focused on detox, hormones, stress, gut health, nutrition. Also, it's a website that there's content, readable content, there's also video content, and there are different pages on that website to portray that. And apart from that, we made sure that when it's time for scaling, like provisions are made for that on the website for things like courses, shops, memberships, and community pages. So some of the things we experienced in this project, it required balancing scope, time, and quality while we managed realistic stakeholder expectations. And this was what we had to deal with every single day. There was always a time crunch, and we also had to make sure that the quality was top notch of anything that we're doing. So the problem statement is that we know that women often struggle to find a calm, evidence-based information about health and wellness. And we know that the platforms that we have, they are not centralized. We have some information on Instagram, and some information on maybe TikTok or whatever it is. And we also know that sometimes this information are not put in a way that is easy for the women to understand. It's just maybe technical terms are used to explain health and wellness, the whole topic surrounding that. So we knew that the solution was to develop a serene, structured wellness website for THLC, and also we made sure it was scalable when they needed to add other things to it. So it included blogs, videos, resources, newsletter, and we also made sure it was optimized for phones, that's mobile optimization. And we wanted to do this. We also made sure that our the branding, that's the colors and all of that, was able to communicate this, and we'll be showing you later on when Dimitri will be showing you later on. So there are 4 phases that we had to go through: the initiation phase, the define phase, the execution phase, and the closure phase. You can see on the screen how long it took us to be able to deliver and go through these phases. So for the initiation stage, we really worked with having a proper knowledge of the project mandate, what the client expected of us, what they wanted us to do. And also the major thing I'll say we really did here was the requirement as elicitation planning. We needed to make sure we had the right elicitation questions so that we could really learn what the client wanted us to do. And we needed to have that good foundation so that we did not have a lot of problems later on. For the define phase, we started working on a lot of things. You can see the PM key deliverables, the BA key deliverables. We had the RAID log, lessons learned, and so on and so forth. We also had the epic lists, the benefits review plan, and all of them are on the slide right now. For the execution phase, this was where we really got our hands dirty and we had to sit down and actually do the work of executing the website. This is where we did the design testing. We also used the Agile methodology here. We had been using it from the beginning anyway, but this was where we really put into practice with our sprint-based delivery. Our wireframes were what's it called? Sorry. Our wireframes were created here and we were able to deliver that, and we worked on it using Balsamic and a lot of other tools. I believe Ioda will get into that later. So we ended everything with the closure stage, and this was where we had to actually deliver what we've been working for throughout, from the beginning of the project up until this phase. And we had to create the end stage report, hand over everything that needed to be handed over to the client. At this point, I'll hand over to Ioda to take over the presentation.
All right, thank you very much, Regis, for the work done so far. So I'll pick it up from where it first stopped. So basically, Fair has talked us through everything we've done, more like the theoretical aspect of it. So I'll start with a snapshot of some of the deliverables that we used or that we got during the project. The first one that you are seeing on your right, communication plan, we developed this in the first stage, which was the initiation phase of the project. And the intent of this is to establish a model through which every stakeholders will get information. For example, some prefer mail, some could prefer a phone call, some could prefer maybe a meeting. So we established a communication model from this. And from what we are saying, we have the column that identifies who the stakeholder is, the mode of communication as well. Also, we have the ClickUp page, which basically we use as a collaborative tool to manage and assign tasks within the team. And to the next slide, we have a status report as well. That's one of our deliverables, and definitely we're able to use this as a tool to communicate our deliverables and milestones. We report it on a weekly schedule within our PMO office, that's the project management office. So we also have a backlog of that project. So the backlog. I'm sorry, I'm hearing it back, so it was distracting. So we had the product backlog. That, of course, the product backlog we had there shows the epic of our team. We use this majorly during the sprint planning and review. Also, to the next slide, we have the assess and the to be process. So we use basically the balsamic. We use balsamic for this, and the other one on the other side we have the use case diagram. So basically, what that's the assist and to be process, what they signify is what was the initial condition of the company before we started the project, and the to be process is what we target to achieve with our project. So in between that assist and to be is the activity that we do during this project, and basically we use the draw.io app to to develop this particular drawing on the left, and on the right for the use case diagram it shows the interaction, how interactions are managed from the website, that's the front end, to the to the back, from the back end to the front end. So as you click on the website, what happens, it shows what happens in-house internally that the user will not be able to see. The next slide. So on the next slide, we have a future map. So that future map basically it's a planning tool, and what does it? It helps us to identify and organize our work. For us to be able to prioritize effectively. There are some features that are related. We're able to put them in a bucket, and with that, it helps. It facilitated our planning, effective planning. So to the next slide, we have our wireframe, the high fidelity wireframe, and also this high fidelity wireframe is just a prototype, like a drawing the for the project owner, the product owner, or the sponsor to view so that they can make correction. So it's like a rough sketch of what the website will look like. And on the right hand side, you see something that looks like a website. It's not really a website, it's a high fidelity prototype. We used an app called vcly.ai. All of these tools that I've mentioned, definitely none of us in the team were familiar with these tools before the commencement of this project. Thanks to the wonderful team of RKY and also our support officers, they put us through on how to use all of these tools effectively, and we're able to develop all of these single-handedly with the support of our officers. So to the next slide, please. To achieve all of this, we have series of meetings that we do, some in-house, some we involve the sponsors, some with the BA folks, that's the business analyst, and some with the PM folks. So basically, this slide shows all the meetings that we did, and basically we did, when we got to the phase where we wanted to implement, this project basically is an hybrid. Hybrid basically is a combination of waterfall approach to project and an agile approach. So in some places we use on actual stages we use the waterfall approach, and in the other places we use the agile approach. At this sprint meeting point, it was a stand-up meeting where we discussed what was done, and what needs to be fixed in the next 24 hours. So the next slide, please. So next slide talks about the tools that we have talked about, practically all of these tools, the ClickUp, of course, for collaboration within the team, the Basecamp for communication within the team, the draw.io, draw our wireframe, Balsamic, Sicilian. So that's about the tools. And the next slide, please. So we had some risk. And what are risks? Risks are those things that can affect our project, whether from the point of time, cost, and schedule. Sorry, time, cost, and quality. So these things are highlighted here. They are the risk that we encountered during the project. First one was scope creep, which is changes to projects that is not captured. Introducing things that were not captured in the initial phase of project into the project along the line. So we were able to manage this by effective communication and having a good prioritization method on during the project. And with this, we stayed within the scope of the project. We also had learning, we also had issues learning to use our tools. Like I said, we didn't have, knowledge. Nobody in the team had prior knowledge of all these tools. But thanks to our KY for the exposure, for the support and all, they were able to, they put us through on how to use all of these tools. And we did all of these things with their help. Also, there was unclear requirements from the what is it called, the sponsor and security. So the next slide, uh, we also had some challenges such as gathering in the, like I said, a lot of us, all of us are from different backgrounds, people that were into sales, people in healthcare, people in diverse backgrounds, but it was challenging gathering together, but with effective communication and setting priorities right from day one, we were able to collaborate effectively. We also we had issues, challenges rather, translating abstract requirements to relatable wellness language. Another one was balancing delivery and documentation. In the project, where at some point, carried away with the requirement, you have to do it. And what we did to ensure that we don't lose touch of what we've done is to document as we do it. So as we do the project, as we do a particular feature or whatever, we document it immediately. Also, a major challenge was sponsor not readily available. But thanks again to the RKY team, they were able to coach us on a better approach to uh, getting such issues resolved. With their help, we were able to get everything back on track. And to the next slide, please. So basically, what we have learned during the project, we realized that early elicitation means gathering the right question. Early elicitation in project cycle, it helps a lot because by this we're able to get what is required of the project. Clarity in governance. This means assigning roles at the early stage, so we know who is responsible for what, and as such, we were able to eliminate confusion or having confusion. Also, our approach was basically thinking through what is required at the end of the project, and also we use the iterative approach, which means we are doing it in a bit and asking for feedback. And lastly, on the conclusion, we realized that we've learned that THCL, the website that we've developed, is a practical way of showing that PA and PM systems, we can actually use it to deliver real projects. And that is exactly what we have delivered here. Also, the solution is derived from teamwork. We have a good teamwork and roles that are properly assigned, effective planning. You definitely will have a successful project. Lastly, we have been able to deliver a high quality future ready wellness platform, which my colleague in person of Sulaiman Adedeji will take us. So it will be the one to do the presentation of our website. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. If I don't know if everyone can hear me.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Ayodotun, for that powerful presentation. My name is Sulaiman. I would be showing you guys what the website is all about. So this is the landing page, which is the home page. From what my colleague has shown you in the what's it called in the high fidelity wireframe we showed you earlier in the presentation. So this is what it looks like live. This website is live. You can search on your browser on your phone. This is the website, the live at thlc.co.uk. It's a UK based website. So this is the home page talking about what the website is all about. Like my colleague said about it's all about the good living of female between the age range of 20 to about 50 plus, to help them get back into their shape. People that are trying to get a particular body, people that are trying to get this detoxification, hormone detoxification in terms of stress, gut health, nutrition, and lots more. So this is what the website is. This is a landing page that shows you what's their Instagram page looks like. We have the move nutritious community. So this is the well-being snapshot of the website. You can click on it and it takes you to another page. So this is the home page. We have the about us page where it talks about what's the whole company is all about, the founder, the story behind the company, and lots more. And this is the resource center where you could like get the vlogs, and the latest on the website. This is the video section where you get the latest video in terms of the nutrition or what anything you need on the health, that the health section which the company provides. We have the blog aspect and the contact talks like we've shown in the PowerPoint presentation, and it's a live and well working website. And thanks to RKY for giving us this opportunity to work in a live project. And like my colleague said, it was we starting from scratch. It was not as if we have a prior knowledge or anything. We were taught basically everything, and we all came together to work as one team. Thank you very much. I will hand over back to Ayodoto now. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Raymond, for that demo. So at this point, you will be ready to take any question from the team. And remember, as we are in the meeting, you can also go online to go and to have a view of what the website is like. The link is www.livesagelc.co.uk.
Yeah,
Thank
Ido
you,
has a
everyone.
question. Thank you so much, Projects. Thank you for your presentation. Ido has a question. Could you go ahead and ask your question?
Good afternoon. I'm part of the team. I'm not asking a question. I just wanted to give thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Supporting your team. I like that.
Thank you very much for that, Ido.
That's cool. Okay, it is time for question, but before I open the question for the audience, I want to ask some questions. And my first question is, what made you guys choose project management and business analysis? What made you choose project management and business analysis? Like, were you more project oriented? Was it part of your trades? Like, was it your background experience? Like, what made you choose? What made you choose the field?
Okay, I would like to go for that question. Basically,
Okay.
like different things drive different individuals. So basically, what drives each of us, a good number of us have never seen before, and coming together to work projects like that, we have our differences. But the point is, one thing I've noticed is, if you are results oriented and you feel like this particular niche that you have, we all are working individuals, but we been unable to identify what truly is the project side of our work. How can we systemize things? And thanks to RKY for giving that platform. Each of us, even though we are from different backgrounds, like I said, different thing brings us into either PM or BA. However, one thing that I've seen is that we've been able to call out that particular niche that we have in our various fields, and we've been able to see the project side of it, and it's been helping us individually and collectively to think systemically. So that field of BA and PM it has a way of structuring even your personal thinking, and I think for me that's more of it, like leveraging on what you have flair for and building on it.
Hmm. Okay, that is amazing. So basically, we are all doing project management in some way, but this just codify everything into rules and regulations and paths we have to follow. Okay, so my next question will be: during your presentation, you were talking about high fidelity, low fidelity, and stuffs. And I don't know, could you explain what this term means for people just hearing it for the first time?
Okay, I don't know if you do who would like to go for that. He's a member of the team.
Okay.
Thank you. Use the balsamic to do a wireframe, the diagram on the left. So the high fidelity, it's putting pictures and colors to represent, to the diagram to better explain, what the website is going to look like. So the high fidelity prototype on the right, you can see the colors, the pictures of the website. So this one now gives you a clear picture of what it's going to look like. So the low fidelity, you don't put any pictures, it's just the design that you do. But the high fidelity, you put in the colors, the pictures, and all the other buttons that makes it look like a prototype, exactly as you would want it to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Idowu. So now, the audience, do you have any question? Do you have any question for the project I just presented for the LD Lifestyle Club? Do you have any question for Project Bloom? If you have a question, you can raise up your hands, or you can just comment in. You can just type your question in the chat box. Okay, I guess nobody has a question now, but I would like to ask one final question, and that would be what made you guys choose RKY Careers for your bootcamp? I mean there are thousands or even hundreds of training platforms out there. What attracted you guys to RKY Careers?
Okay, I'll talk from my experience, and I believe my experience might be able to represent a good percentage of the team's experience. I've looked through, the internet looking for where I can get, that experience. Like me, I've been working, I've been to industries, and I know I have the experience. But here in the UK, it's quite difficult to get, a role in that field if you cannot have a referenced experience. And looking at the way, checking through the internet to see where I can get such experience, I realized that even though a lot of people make mouths, but when it gets to RKY, you see a living proof, you see testimonies, you see people saying this, and attending some what is it called, some meetings like this that we are doing, like this demo. You see a real life experience that is easily relatable, and you can actually talk about during interviews. So, and combined with the referencing with everything, where else do you think you get that? I think RQI is the right place to be.
Okay, and my final question would be, what would be your advice to someone watching you who is considering whether they should come on board or not? What would you say to that person?
Delay is dangerous, in simple terms.
Delay is dangerous. I need to write that down. Delay is dangerous. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Project Bloom, for your time. Thank you for your presentation, and thank you for the other teams also. Thank you for your presentation. Okay, somebody has their hand up. Raquel, you have your hand up. Do you have a question?
Yeah, it's a little bit late question for the second team that presented. Am I still able to ask it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Let me just find the question. It's actually a member of my team, but she's unable to speak, so I'm asking on her behalf. Okay. She said your website, is it Nigerian based or is it for the UK?
So right now, I think you can use it anywhere. It's not, it's a Nigerian brand, but it's not, you can use it anywhere. And that's one of the reasons why we've put the phone numbers to accommodate country code. So yeah, I think it's universal. Yeah.
All right, thank you. And she said, is it live yet? Is it something she can use right now? I think she's a event planner, so she wants to use your services.
Well,
If you type the coordinator website online, you should access it. But I think the team behind, we just worked on a part of the project, right? But the team are still enhancing the, but it's not like as if you can't access it at all. So she can give it a go to see how it works.
All right, thank you
Welcome
very
on
much.
board, our first customer.
Honestly, honestly, right? Amazing. Wow. Honestly, I think
She
this is
said she
part of
can't. I'm
the.
so sorry. Just the last one. She said she can't find it. If you're able to send the link, we'll be
Oh, sorry, we'll drop
very,
it on
very
the chat now.
appreciative.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Thank you.
How much will RKY pay us for bringing customer on board? That's my question.
Yeah, so I've dropped it on the chat.
Thank you very much. I just found it.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you all so much for participating. Now, I have just a few slides to go through. Now let's. Or before I continue, does anyone else have any question? Does anyone else have any question? Okay, I guess I will move on. Thank you all so much. Give me a minute.
I have a question, but I don't think, I think it's just more of, because the project is coming to an end, will we still have access to some of the things that we created? So
Yes,
just like
yes,
maybe
you still
documentation.
have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure, you still have access. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Hi, I also have a question. Okay.
Okay, go on with your question, please.
Sorry, yeah, just to follow up on the recent question that was just asked. Also for the career support presentation that our facilitators had with us, are we going to also have access to those PowerPoint and those recordings just to reference in future when we're actually interviewing and trying to
Fidelis, let me answer that. Okay, so for the career support session recordings, they are going to be uploaded on LMS, right? The same LMS you used under the same down, and by Monday or Tuesday it should be up. So if you scroll down, you see a section for career support session. So all the videos will be there. Every single videos with your facilitator, including the one with the CEO, is going to be uploaded there. And you have access to the LMS for like a year from when you enrolled. So if you enrolled in November, so that means November this year, by the date you enrolled in November, the access will expire. But we have a new development. Where you get to, if you still need access elements, you get to like subscribe to keep access. Because I mean, WordPress updates all the time, so it's kind of difficult to keep access for like hundreds of students. Some people can lose, we can lose information, data, and the like. So to ensure that everybody still have access for some time, we made it a year, right? But if you want access for more than a year, after a year, you can always subscribe. Does that answer your question,
Thank
please?
you. Yeah, it does perfectly. Thanks.
Okay, thank you all so much. That's awesome. Do we still have any other question before we move on? Okay, let's move on quickly. We are almost done. So we have all heard a lot about the project. We have all heard a lot, and you might be thinking, okay, but why should I transition into tech? Like, why is tech the next thing for me to do? And I just have a few reasons here why you should transition into tech. And the first one is it is a booming field. There's a booming demand for it, right? Because no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing, there's always this demand for tech. And in every industry, if you are here, you are working in healthcare, you are working, no matter where you are working, healthcare, compliance, banking, no matter where you are working, there is always a demand. There's always a segment in your field or in your sector where tech is needed, right? And if you are able to combine your experiences, you are able to combine it with tech experiences, you are going to be a very competitive candidate. And the second one is it is diverse. Like I said before, in every sector, in agriculture, in finance, in banking, in compliance, no matter the sector, just name it, there is a tech segment to that sector. And the most important one that everybody knows is the salaries are very competitive, right? We have people that get paid over £90,000 annually, people that get paid over £100,000 annually. So it is a very competitive field where you are paid your worth, right? And there's also chance for you to be innovative and creative, right? You have seen three different projects, right? One is in healthcare, which is food, food and all that. One is in fashion, and the other one is in AI chatbots. So you can see how innovative and how creative the whole process is, right? So you can also build up your own idea, your own innovation and your own creativity, right? And the another one is it is a flexible and remote, and it is flexible and it is remote, right? You have, like, let's say we all on this call, we are in different locations, right? And we are able to join. Sorry. Okay, can you guys hear me before I continue? I kind of just react if you can hear me or unmute.
Yes,
can you guys hear me, please? Okay, thank you so much, Ayo. So I'm going to continue now. So we all on this call, we are from different locations. We have people we have people from Canada here, we have people from UK, we have people from Nigeria, we have people from a lot of locations here, and we are able to gather on this call because it is flexible, it is remote, it allows us to work anywhere, right? So if you are employed, if you are in tech, you can actually work from anywhere. You can work from anywhere, and it also gives you access to global opportunities, right? You can be in Lagos and you can be working for a company in the UK. You can be in UK and be working for a company in the USA. I mean, it opens the door for you global opportunities. And there's also continuous learning and development. And according to the definition of the 21st century definition of literacy, it is somebody that can learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? And if you are that type of person, then tech is the best sector for you. Tech is the best fit for you because you will always learn. You will always be stimulated. You will always have that reason to want to know more, right? And the most important thing is it gives you access to visa sponsorship. It gives you access to global talent visa. It gives you access to digital nomad visa. It also gives you access to innovator visa and so many visa, right? So with tech, your opportunities, the opportunities that you have is limitless, right? And then these are some of the eligibility criteria for global talent visa. So if you are here, you are thinking about, okay, how do I get with global talent visa? How do I migrate my visa type? These are some of the eligibility, and some of the technical skills are actually what we train people for here at Healthcare Careers. Also, if you are business oriented, these are some of the business skills. And you can see the LinkedIn profile of people that have been able to successfully get global talent visa. You can see it here. You can take a screenshot of this of my screen so that you can look at this later, and and just maybe you want to apply for it or anything like that. Now, at Hakiwai Careers, I mean, since 2024 or since 2022, everybody has been hearing about AI, AI, AI. We even had a project that presented on AI, right? So that means that AI is here to stay, right? AI is not going anywhere. AI is even if you don't like it, even if you think that it is here to take your job, or even whatever you think, AI it is here to stay. And because of this, since January 2024, we have AI modules in all our courses, right? In our data analysis courses, we have AI. In our project management courses, we have AI. We have AI modules. In our compliance courses, we have AI modules. In our digital marketing courses, we have AI modules. And in our Scrum and Agile methodologies, we have AI modules, right? So when you come on board, you have everything you need. You have everything you need, and 80% of global businesses, they are adopting AI. Enhances your efficiency, decision making, and automation. And AI skills is very critical for you. You can even see that some of the projects that they built, they were able to deploy it with Lovable, which is an AI tool, and so many on, right? So the advantages of AI is limitless, right? And when you come on board, you have access to AI tools that is going to teach you. In fact, this AI tool could even be the extra advantage you will get. It could be the extra advantage you will mention in an interview that will give you that job. That will give you that job offer. Now we have over 2,500 success stories, including visa sponsorship. And just last week, if you are following us on Instagram, just last week we shared like 5 or 10 success stories on our Instagram page. So if you have an Instagram page, you can just go and check. There was a particular woman that last year she was confused whether she should go back to the US or whether she should remain in the UK, and she was able to speak with the CEO, which is the founder of RKY, and she took her to Bootcamp. And today this week she was able to get two job offers, right? One is including visa sponsorship, and one is a senior position, like just two, right? Just because she made herself a competitive candidate, right? And these are some of our success stories. We have people that moved from no experience to project management. We have people that moved from no experience to project support officer. We have people that moved from multiple rejections to a principal auditor role in the bank. We have people that moved from no experience to risk and compliance specialist. We have people that moved from no experience to data skills to data analyst job in the UK. And here we also have so many, as we obviously cannot feature all our 2,500 success stories, but these are some of them. Like these are some of them here. And we also have some of them here. For example, Ifeoma got a revenue planning analyst role after the data analysis bootcamp. Fatima landed a business intelligence analyst role following her graduation from the data analyst bootcamp. Nneka got a market intelligence analyst role after the data bootcamp. Chinedu secured a data scientist position after successfully completing the data analyst bootcamp. Semilore got a product manager role after the Scrum Master and Product Owner Bootcamp. Ugo got an AML analyst role with JP Morgan, right? And if you know JP Morgan, you know that JP Morgan is not a small company, right? It is a massively big company, and yet Ugo was able to get it from no experience, right? From if you are, I shared the link to our website to our success story. You can check Google's success story there. How he was able to secure this AML analyst role with JP Morgan after this compliance bootcamp, and so many more. And these are some of our reviews on Trustpilot. And as you all know, Trustpilot is a third-party review platform. We cannot delete any reviews here, neither can we control it, neither can we do anything here, right? Whatever you put there is going to remain there, right? And these are some of our reviews, and I'm going to just read some of them, right? This Emmanuel said, best plug ever. Extremely remarkable experience I had during my bootcamp training. The study materials were top notch. Needless to say, the facilitators were very knowledgeable, and the level of learning gotten during the bootcamp helped me to land a job just 6 weeks after completion. Like just 6 weeks after she finished the bootcamp, she was able to land a role, right? And she said, RKY careers are the best plug I will recommend to anyone that desires a change and progression in career, right? And this person also said, my experience with RKY Careers has been exceptional. The team's expertise and personalized support in education, job search, and interview preparation were invaluable. They, they provided clear, insightful guidance that made the entire process smooth and effective. Thanks to their dedication, I gained the confidence I needed and was able to secure the right opportunities. If you are looking for professional skill development, career guidance, expert support, I highly recommend RKY Career. They truly make a difference, right? And these are also some of our Google reviews. These are also some of our Google reviews. This person, Rashida, said, I had an amazing experience with RKY Careers. Their team is professional, knowledgeable, and genuinely interested in helping job seekers succeed. They provided me with expert career guidance, a well-structured CV, and invaluable interview tips that boosted my confidence. Thanks to their support, I feel more prepared and motivated in my job search. I highly recommend RKY Careers to anyone looking for career advancement or professional development, right? So I cannot really read all this because of our time, but you can just go and search RKY Careers Google reviews, and you're going to see all our reviews. You can go and search RKY Careers Trustpilot reviews, and you are going to see so many more. Right, and our training perks include live expert-led training, we gain hands-on experience. You will have expert CV and LinkedIn optimization. You are going to have competency tests to test that, okay, you are actually following the class and you are learning what you should learn. And there's interview preparation. If you get a job, if you have interview, you are going to come and we are going to practice with you, show you exactly what you need to say, what you need to know, so that when you go to the interview, you will have that confidence to be able to say, okay, I did this, and that is going to make you more competitive, right? So we also have end-to-end IC project delivery. We have post bootcamp support, right? We have an alumni network where all our alumni, where every month, at the end of every month, we have an alumni webinar for them, where we bring in lawyers, immigration lawyers, where we bring in innovator visa, where we bring in a whole lot of people, right, from law, from banking, to come and share with them exactly what is going on this, right? So it is an all-round support. You also have access to LMS, right? And for those that are leaving, you have access to LMS for like 12 months. And if you want to renew after this 12 months, you can also do so. And the most important part here, you have UK job reference, right? So next time you go to a job interview and they're asking you, oh, we need someone with local work experience, you'll be able to say, yes, I have a local work experience, and you have the evidence to back it up, right? And we are globally recognized. Our certificate is CPD certified, right? So this makes you a competitive candidate. We also position you for visa sponsorship and six-figure jobs, including global talent visa, digital nomad visa, innovator visa, and all that. And you have access to post bootcamp trainings for our alumni community. We have people that even they got the job, right, but they still kept access to their LMS, right, because everything they were taught doing their everything they were taught, all their recorded sessions, pre-recorded sessions, live recorded sessions, and everything, it was their day to day. So anytime they need a refresher, they just go to the elements, they watch the videos, and they go to their work and they execute their day to day based on that video, right? So all our classes are updated and they are up top notch. And the actual training value of our classes is the live classes is £500, right? The 2 months of UK work experience on a live project is £600. Access to our user friendly LMS is our learning management system is £150. Certificate of completion, which is CPD accredited, is £200. Mentoring and interview prep session is £200. UK job reference is £200. Access to a community of PM and BAs is £100, and expert CV and LinkedIn optimization is £100. So total that brings this to £2,000, right? If we want to charge the actual value for everything we are offering to our students, our alumni, and everything is nothing less than £2,000, right? Because everything here is the real deal. And from the experiences, from the project, from the showcase, from people that have spoken and everything, right? Now, these are also some of our success story. Meet Agile and Gloria, right? This is their CV. Their CV here has been optimized, and these people, Agile is currently working as a business change analyst, and Gloria is currently working as a special project coordinator. Adelia is working for UK Export Finance full time, and she got this project after the RKY Project Management Bootcamp, right? So you can actually see them here. Now, this is the main, right? What you have all been waiting for, right? I have said that the actual training value of everything we offer is £2,000, but we are currently running a promo, a special offer, so that brings everything to £599, right? And if you can make your payment today, we know that, okay, we don't want you to stress or worry too much. You can make your payment today and just pay £199. And I think that this, if you're actually just watching me now and you're not a student, I would like to say you are very lucky, because we have 4 of our bootcamps that are starting today. In fact, in the next 2 minutes, 4 of our classes of our new cohort are going to be starting today. Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint is going to be starting today, and it is just 50,000, right? If you want to become more competitive, we have someone that she was a project manager, right? She moved to the UK, but she wasn't getting the offers. Then she came and she enrolled for the Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint. And during the bootcamp, she was now using Excel to build project management dashboard and different kinds of dashboard. She was posting it on LinkedIn. Because, well, she was free, right? She was doing this, attending the class, posting everything on LinkedIn. And then she went for a BA. Interview, and then she was now talking about how everything she did, right? And because of this, they went to her LinkedIn, they saw everything. Because of this, she got that job offer, right? So if you are here, you have the skill. Excel and PowerPoint could be that skill that will get you that promotion, that even separates you, right? Because we are in the world of data, right? You need data to be able to do anything, right? You need to be able to analyze data. You need to be able to compute data and all that. And if you are in the UK, it is £50, and if you are in Nigeria, it is 50,000 naira, right? So you can make your payments now. And our project management and business analysis bootcamp is starting today, and it is £599. You can make your first installment to this bank account you are seeing here, or if you want to pay in installment, you can pay £199 today with Planner, with ClearPay, with PayPal, or with Pay Later, and you will be onboarded, right? So you don't really want to miss today onboarding, so just make your payment now, so you are given access Our data analysis and business intelligence bootcamp is also starting today and is also going for $5.99. Our product management and agile delivery slash Scrum is also starting today and is $4.50, right? Our UK compliance bootcamp is starting 18th of April and it is $5.99, and our digital marketing class is starting next week. So if you are interested in any of this, I don't think there's any reason you should not be interested, because everything has been presented to you. And like some of the people who presented have said, they said delay is dangerous. They said just do it now. They said if you do it now, in 6 months you won't be saying, oh, I wish I had done it, right? Because there's no need of you postponing this. It is inevitable, right? So book your slots now. You can also chat with us on WhatsApp. You can chat with us on WhatsApp. And if you are in Nigeria, chat with us on WhatsApp and we will send you the Naira rates for this boot camp, right? So if you are securing your slot, just comment secure in the chat. Just comment secure in the chat if you are going to be securing your slots. Now, these are some of the success story of our RKY digital solutions, right? Now, our upcoming bootcamps, I've already said this before. UK compliance is happening April 18th, Excel March 17th, DM March 14th, Products March 7th, which is today. 4 of our classes are starting today. Data analysis, project management, product management, and Excel, they are starting today. So you can make your payments here. So support, please drop the link to make the payment so people can make their payments, right? Now let's talk more about Limitless Without Borders, right? Limitless Without Borders. Like I said before, Limitless Without Borders is a global tech networking event. And if this year you have promised yourself that, oh, I'm going to network more, I want to go out more, I want to meet more people, I want to be more social, I want to connect with like-minded professionals, then Limitless Without Borders is that place for you, right? You should attend because it is going to elevate your career. It is hosted in London and Lagos. It is going to bring your dreams. You had someone that came to Limitless Without Borders 3.0 last year, and now, as of today, she is a founder. She came to Limitless Without Borders and she listened to everything. She didn't just stop at motivation, she decided to take action. And that action today, she organized her own event. I think she organized her own event just last 2 weeks, right? And Akira were present to, of course, celebrate and everything, right? So if you also are thinking towards that lens, you should also secure your slot, right? You should also secure your slot. Every member of HowKY alumni, if you are here, if you presented your projects, you really need to secure your slot. It is going to be an avenue for you to even meet, who is this person I've been working with for 3 months? Who is this person I've been working with for all this while? Let me even come and see their faces, right? It's going to be that avenue because they are all going to be here. So secure your slot. If you are going to be securing your slot for LWB or you are going to be present in LWB, you can just comment, I will be present in LWB, so I know. So we are almost done. And if you are business minded, you can attend our business coaching and accelerator program, which is going to be starting next month. So if you have a business, if you want to go into any kind of business, let's say African export, you don't know, you are still a bit confused, you want to move from idea to income, RKY Business Hub is that place for you. Right, so you can join RKY Business Hub and we will take you from idea to income. And Apply Body is a done for you job application service, because looking for a job is a job, and between you juggling multiple shifts, between you going to multiple places, working long hours and everything, you don't really have the time to optimize your CV for the different jobs you are going to be applying for. And gone are the days where you apply for a job and you hope for a miracle to happen. Now your CV needs to be super optimized for applications tracking system, right? Because according to research, like 80% of job applications don't even make it to the desk of the person looking for the job, right? Your CV is automatically filtered out, right? And if you want help, right? If you want help, if you want help between everything you are doing, if you want help, then Apply Body is that solution for you. It's going to apply body. Our experts, our job experts are going to apply for the jobs you want for you. They are going to get you the interviews, and all you have to do is just show up on your interview dates. Now, these are some of the success story from Apply Body. You can see Jane. Jane said, I just secured an interview with the Crown Estate using Apply Body job application. Chizoba said, I just secured an interview with Apply Body job application package. So these are some of the success story we have for Apply Body. Now, the Limitless and Thriving podcast is where the CEO and founder of RKY Group, where she shares insights, professional insight, career development, business development insights and everything. So if you want to if you want to change your mentality, or you just need that extra motivation, then the Limitless and Thriving podcast is for you. It is available on YouTube, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so you can check that out. And it is available on Spotify, so you can be listening to it while you are doing other things, right? It's not a video. It is also a video available on YouTube, but you can also watch the audio. You can listen to the audio on Spotify. Now, this is the affiliate program, right? This is the affiliate program where you can register and become an affiliate. And for each successful application, right, you are going to register, you are going to get a unique referral code. And when someone registers with your referral code and they pay and everything, you get £50, right? And if you are even new, you want to pay for this bootcamp, but you feel like you don't have the money now, and you have a network of people that are also looking for solutions like this, you can just send them your referral code and use that money. Like if you send it to 4 people, right? 4 people, that's £200, right? That £200 is enough for you to make your first installment payments and enter the class, right? So you can just register. Support, please drop the link to the affiliate program so people can register. And now our office space is located at Cabot Square, which is Canary Wharf, London. That is where our physical office space is. And we are sharing the same office space with the likes of JP Morgan. So this is not a small feat, right? This is not a small achievement, right? This is not a small. So this is where our office is located. Now, the replay of this showcase is going to be sent via email, and is going to be available on our YouTube on Monday. So you can just search for us at RKY Careers, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, for you to be able to get notification of when this class starts, or when the replay is uploaded. You can get in touch with us if you have any form of question or query at support@RKYCareers, or visit our website www.rkycareers.com, or chat any of the numbers on your screen up on WhatsApp, and we will be happy to attend to your query. So thank you all so much for attending today's product demo. Thank you so much for attending today's product demo. So I'm going to take some questions. If you have some questions, you can drop your questions in the chat box, or you can just raise up your hand and I will call you. Okay, Mary said, how much is the business analysis, please? The business analysis is £599, right? Is £599, and you can make your payments. The business analysis and project management is combined, right? So you are getting to it one package. You are getting project management and you are getting business analysis. But during your work experience phase, you can choose that you want to be a business analyst, right? So this is going to even make you more competitive. So I'm going to drop the link for you to just make your payment if you are interested. Do we have any other question from anyone? Okay, Olumide, you have a question. Please kindly go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much for the question. Even though I said earlier, I've been out RKY career excellence. So I want to ask, all these things that you display, I see you display a job application, can someone outside of the UK also get into this kind of service? Can someone outside of the UK take you of this kind of service too?
Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, if you are outside the UK, our services is available for anyone all around the world, right? No matter where you are located, you can make use of our service, right? So yes, someone outside of the UK can make use of our service. Now we have people of course that are based in Ghana. We have students that are based in Ghana, students that are based in India, students that are based in Nigeria that have been able to come on board our programs and they were able to even get jobs due to our program. So our programs is not only limited to people in the UK.
Sorry, another
Yes, Priscilla. Okay, go on. Go on.
the other question I want to ask is okay, so for someone that for someone that wants to enjoy your program, let's say you subscribe for a project and the project management course. The project, I know you have experience project that you give to people that are live projects. The partners you have, are they only in the UK, in the foreign experience, are they only in the UK or something? So I want to know where they are. So because he has a whole lot to play, whatever, in my own um, ways or in my own, what I want to do. If I have to do it, I do what
Okay, are you asking me if doing the work experience phase, the project, the company that facilitates the experience phase, if they are
Yes,
UK, if they are just strictly UK based companies?
yes, exactly.
We partner with different companies from all over the world, depending on where our students are based, right? So we have partners everywhere, and when you come
Dennis,
on
can I
board, we
answer that?
partner. Okay, sure.
Can I answer that? Okay, in terms of the project phase, we get projects from different companies, like Fidelis said, right? We have different clients that want us to build websites or a feature to their website and the likes. But the project phase itself, the work experience is under RKY Careers. I don't know if that makes sense. But what we use to reference is like we have different subsidiary companies that we reference with, but the project itself is under RKY Careers. But then you get to
Okay,
work on different clients' projects.
okay, okay. Okay. So if I'm going to put it as I'm going to put it as RKY, I the concentrate, or do I get a certificate from like a project that is on that is successful? I'm sure you know. I mean, how that works when it comes to trying to get some kind of visa. I'm sure you. And, okay. Does it work for getting such thing? I mean, when you deal with IRK career, you run the project, you do the hardcore job, maybe you do project management, you do the hardcore job, you are able to get let's say a website, because as you said it, and the website is thriving. Can you use that as a reference that I work with this for people to know, for reference as for embassies or something to get maybe whatever you need. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to describe.
Yeah. Okay, so for that, right, like I mentioned, RKY reference with different subsidiary companies, right? And when we work on your CV, we use the project you worked on as your JD. Your JDs will be based on the project. Let's say, for example, the first project that presents the Owalori. Now, all of them had different companies on their CV, but their JDs like was written about the project they worked on, right? So now you can always say, oh, under so 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 company, when they ask you, in this company, we realized that you built this website. Can you tell us more about it? You can always go into details that, yeah, under this company, depending on the company we put to your CV, right? Under this company, we worked on this website, we built this website by doing this, by doing that, solicitation, use case, anything you did basically that you can use to sell your experience and your skills, you narrate it to them. So yes, you can always show up that, oh, this is the website you built, you worked on this website with your team. It's not an individual project, it's a group project, but regardless, you can always talk about the website.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions from anyone? Okay, in the absence of no question, we will have to call it a day here. The recording of this session will be uploaded to YouTube on Monday, and it will also be sent via email. And of course, it will also be notified on Instagram if you are following us on Instagram. So thank you all so much for attending today's session. Thank you for staying till this time. And yeah, I'm going to call it a day here. Have a wonderful day, guys. Yeah, see you in class. See you in class, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for everything. Bye for now.